Hello and welcome to week 15
In the same shirts.
in the same exact shirts. We hadn't changed since last week of wrestling in Mom's basement.
You know what?
Of course, I'm Patrick Young. This guy to my right has not changed his shirt since last week, Joe Benito.
You know why I have.
You know you stole what I was going to say.
What did I say?
You said the same shirts. I was literally planning on going.
Oh, no.
He hasn't changed his shirt since last week's videos, Joe Benito.
Oh. So, last week we had a lot of, we had a lot of fun last week on the podcast.
Yes.
I forget what we did. But that's okay.
Yeah, there was some good stuff there.
But this week coming up,
Like that time where that thing happened, and then that thing on top of that other thing.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, this week, when you be seeing this video, it will be on Friday. These will be getting, for the weekday, we're getting Raw, SmackDown, and NXT reviews, along with the TLC predictions. And on Tuesday morning, you will get your TLC review and the news for the week, which includes walkouts,
Viral meningitis.
and so much more.
You don't know what to say after viral meningitis.
Now there's other big stuff too. There's road dole.
There's stuff that hasn't even happened yet that we're going to talk about. This
More
week.
than likely, if news breaks on Friday and Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday too. So that will be this week. So it's a little different schedule.
Yes.
So we'll get started with the Raw versus SmackDown review.
Yes, we will.
We'll start with the Raw Cruiserweight division.
Yes.
They had a little busy week this week. The Cruiserweights.
I know they had like 2 matches on Raw,
Yeah.
or 2 segments at least on Raw.
Yeah. I think this video we're going for Enzo looking like a bigger star with the Cruiserweight, without the Cruiserweight Championship. He had anger towards Angle, Kalisto, and the Divers. I think they were trying to transform him into a badass heel, who now commands a faction of Cruiserweight heels in the division. That was clearly inspected and refreshed at the same time, because some got facing on Roll Arm always on there. But I'm not quite sure where it might be going though. But I'm glad guys that know him, the Chinese like Ardvar and Drew Gulak will be showcased more in Raw. If they are joint forces with Enzo, it doesn't make sense though, also besides Davari, because they all attacked him. But it's not time the division does like some splashes on Raw. And not be stuck with the champion challenger being the only cruiserweights being showcased on Monday nights.
Well, I think the Cruiserweights are getting increased attention because there's now 8 people involved in their main event storyline right now that's carrying their main event seat. That and Monday Night Football. They're pretty much just going to throw the Cruiserweights into spots, knowing that they're probably going to lose, probably not going to keep their same ratings during football season. And this could actually work to the Cruiserweights' benefit. They're getting a big spot. I don't think anybody wants a crappy ending to Raw every week, so this could actually work out well for the Cruiserweights. This is actually the first week in like what 2 or 3 that they're not the main event.
Last time the main event was the night the week before the home show No Mercy. That's the last time they did the main event.
Well, anyway, and also it's also helped me respect Enzo's place in the Cruiserweight division more than last month. However, this one has probably been my least favorite so far of this stretch, just because it doesn't really make sense. The same people that were beating up Enzo last week, or were willing to, this week they're standing with him, beating down Kalisto.
The only thing I can think of is lead to somebody a smarter series showcase for a good tag for the Cruiserweights, since there's 6 hours to fill there. So
yes,
and we know the main event's not going to fill much.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the main event's not going to include Neville. So
right.
Sorry for all you Neville fans out there, including us.
There is a strong possibility that Enzo might win the championship back at TLC.
That's what I'm leaning
with the help of his new friends.
Yeah.
He lost his tag team national 205 Live when Kalisto used his signature to secure the win. It's clear at this point that Kalisto still has a hard time on the mic, and will be better suited to chase the title than hold on to it.
Yeah.
It will also solidify the faction that Enzo just created if he won the title. He could promise all his guys future title opportunities if they help him retain the gold.
Yeah.
That's where Mustafa Ali comes in, since he also has beef with Enzo Amore. Since he was the only cruiserweight to try to help Kalisto out in the world, he should also try to get an opportunity to face Enzo Amore down the line. This created a breakout moment that Mustafa needs since arriving in WWE.
Yeah.
He's had amazing matches with Neville and had one of the best feuds of the year, I feel like, on 205 Live. One of the best feuds on 205 Live at the end of the year, with Drew Gulak. So I think Mustafa's ready to move up the ladder and be featured more overall.
Yeah. Yeah, I did like the exposure for Mustafa Ali being the only face cruiserweight to actually come out and help Kalisto. I guess the other ones were trying not to get viral meningitis. But however, it is a big spot where people can go, hey, that's the cruiserweight that stood up for Kalisto, and then get to see how he works in the ring. He's actually been, in fact, one of the most exciting workers in the cruiserweight division on 205 Live.
Definitely. Also, the cruiserweight division this week. Let's go. Cedric Alexander, he was winning over Jack Gallagher and decent match on Raw. It was surprising to see the WWE give 205 Live a recap of their feud to hype up the match beforehand, which in my opinion actually helped the crowd get into it from the get-go. Having Rich Swann being starting the feud was a smart move by WWE, because Swann has had Alexander's back all year long, including the Nolan Dar, Alicia Fox drama earlier in the year. So it looks like Swann and Alexander will be facing Gallagher and Brian Kendrick at TLC in the second cruiserweight match.
And this is where 8 people in the main event of your pay-per-view are actually going to help the cruiserweights, who usually only get 1 match pay-per-view. Now they're going to get 2. And a segment.
This match should also determine which 2 men will probably move up the rankings for future title shots. It won't be shocking to see Gallagher and Kendrick still on the winner of TLC.
Yeah, I agree with that. Especially with Gallagher's recent heel turn, they probably want to solidify that as well.
Yeah. Also, the president of the segment on the Kickoff show, Drew Gulak's PowerPoint presentation on the Cruiserweight Championship. So that's 3 spots as of right now for the Cruiserweights. And with the way that there's an illness going around the Raw locker room, there may be more spots.
There may be spots for NXT people.
Right, but we'll get to that in the preview and predictions. And to let you know where that happened. Up next, the Raw Women's Division, which is always a doozy.
Yeah.
We'll start off with a super move. A super move by WWE had Mickey James pin Alexa Bliss in a tag team match just days before the title belt at TLC. The WWE has constantly undermined any woman who's held the title role this year to constantly take the loss of non-title or tag matches. I can't believe what this is. Alexa Bliss is by far the worst booked champion in the WWE right now. No question about that. Creative will single-handedly turn a SmackDown star like Alexa from the Superstar Shake-Up into an April Fool's champion heading to TLC. She'll probably beat Mickey James for attaining the goal, since that has been the norm in all Bliss title matches.
Yeah, she's probably gonna beat Mickey on TLC. I'm not as against it as Joe is, though, because afterwards they still could use Mickey in getting that little rub of credibility, having beaten the champion before she actually lost her championship match, meaning that she could be competitive with her at the very least. And it could also set her up for a feud against maybe someone like Asuka.
My thing is, Alexa should lose every match. She went from being the world's most dominant person to the world's worst. The horrible books to SummerSlam. I'm confused.
First off, everyone's dominant against Bayley.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. That was fine. You didn't have to ruin Bayley to dispense it. But still, that was fine. She loses being booked as a champ, and then she dominated. Then she was the most protected superstar throughout the summer, even more so than Roman. Who even took a few pinfalls here and there, and now she's arguing with the biggest loser on either brand. Go figure. She's your champ. She shouldn't be the biggest loser either. On the brand. Emma has more wins recently. And then to Emma, Asuka will probably make her debut this Sunday at TLC against Emma. The Empress of Tomorrow is a game changer from Monday Night Raw, but how should we book her match against Emma will be the key to see if she'll get a slow build to the title picture or be inserted right away. She's clearly the future of the division, so we'll be watching WWE handle her projection to the top of a shrink here. They have already, overall, they've already run with Alexa Bliss, Bayley, and Sasha Banks. So no way in hell should they even make Asuka look less than how she's presented in NXT.
Yeah, I'm insanely worried about how Asuka's going to turn on Raw. I have a feeling she may go down a similar path that Nakamura went down. Maybe she'll get more crowd response than Nakamura, consistently than Nakamura has on his own. But I'm worried that they're gonna have her go down the same path. Book her strongly at first, and then have her lose a couple big matches, and then go down that path that we're on right now.
She's going to get dominated by Alexa Bliss in a few months.
However, the good sign is they do see her as a pay-per-view draw.
Right, because before the show reunited, she was the headline for this stuff. There was more in the division. Yeah, there was more than 4 women on the show. Not all is good. Just saying there's more than 4 women. Sasha Banks scored a quick victory over Alexa Fox. Okay, Alicia Fox. That one. Overall, but then got attacked backstage by Fox after a match. Now both women will be in the TLC Kickoff show in a rematch from their Raw encounter. First off, this was extremely lazy by WWE to have both women start feud 6 days before pay-per-view.
Yes.
And also to have their match. Just be thrown on the kickoff because I guess they need full time on the show.
Well, I guess something out of the Rich Swann Noam Dar feud survives.
Okay.
There's really not much I can say about it.
All right. Well,
I know they had a mini feud earlier this year. I ended up walking away not excited about it, and I'm still not excited about it.
Okay, I got more of it. Both of them have had history this year. When they faced all mixed tag team matches at Extreme Rules in May, but having their feud kick off over an elimination match to determine who would face Asuka and TLC is just stupid. Both women deserve way better to be feuding over that. Yes. Both. Alicia Fox might beat Sasha Banks in the rubber match to continue the feud. But if the boss wins, then what was the point of the match to begin with? SmackDown Live Women's Division. Charlotte scored the win for her team on SmackDown Live when she submitted Lana with her figure 8 finisher. These ringer matches have had the entire division. Starting off against Charlotte doesn't help build the title rematch between Charlotte and Natalya. The only animosity between the two competitors is that offhanded insult Natalya made to Charlotte about her dad's health. There needs to be more intrigue on why people should invest in their own feud. These ringer matches aren't benefiting you, competitor, and more of this continues. Nobody will probably even care in the long run.
Yeah. I will say this is probably the best match out of Raw or SmackDown for me, for the women.
Oh, definitely, for this week?
Yeah, for just women. I think this has been the best match off of Raw and SmackDown.
Besides Lana's beautiful catch on the end.
Yes.
That aside, because we were back to Gravity, apparently. But yeah, that aside, from all the 3 women's matches, this was probably easily the best part.
Yeah, it sort of just seems like they're in a holding pattern going into Survivor Series because SmackDown doesn't have any more pay-per-views yet until then. So it just seems like they're in a holding pattern, which can be very dull.
Carmella was the only woman who wasn't part of the actual SmackDown Live, but was saying commentary said. It seems at this point that one woman that Carmella had when she won the Money in the Bank briefcase when Summer's vanished.
Yes.
This division could have been thriving, I think, if WWE took the chance on Carmella. and had her cachet while her star was shining so brightly on SmackDown Live. Now they reduced her to a comedy bit by having her treat James Ellsworth like a dog. It's insulted and sad that the first female winner in the Money in the Bank ladder match be all we forgot just once they go big win.
And the Money in the Bank curse continues.
And for the rest of the division, the other three women, Becky Lynch, Naomi, and Tamina have to be utilized properly going forward on SmackDown Live. Just because they aren't part of the title picture doesn't mean they should be throwing random matches every 3 weeks. If the men are all being used, it seems like now on SmackDown, the men are taking turns. Thank God. Being used here in backstage segments to build up a few for so can these women. It shouldn't be that hard to find someone for these talented stars. Well, Becky. Naomi. The Tamina storyline of her rise in the title division was actually something that WWE was actually making Tamina interested for a little bit, for a moment. So that probably must continue for her sake. Because I feel like, even though I'm not a big fan of Tamina, it does have some creative links to it, I feel like.
Yeah, there's stuff you can do off of that.
Yeah.
You can eventually turn Lana face and have
her be like the woman that's trying her hardest to want to be a wrestler, but it's not working, or something different. And it has to be the dominant monster, which she is.
Yeah, I mean, like, Tamina turns on Lana, and Lana turns face on.
Yeah, she becomes sympathetic.
Yeah.
Because she is trying to wrestle. She's not good at it, but she is trying to her frame.
She shows moments of decency.
Promise. And
I won't say greatness, I won't say goodness.
She has promise. There's moments of promise, then there's moments of her botches, which are the worst botches on the female roster.
Exactly.
Yeah. So not a terrible week for the SmackDown woman. Not a great week, but I would probably say it was kind of...
I'll say it's status quo.
It was better than what Roll did for her woman.
Yes.
Roll's women were either good or bad. There was really nothing in between. Actually, Roll had nothing good for their woman. It was either status quo or bad. The Roll Tag Team Division. Alright, the next 3 divisions are going to be about the main event picture. Because the tag team, the mid-card, the main event are all one storyline. Yeah. There's other people in there that I'm going to mention, but we'll get to them. They're like a sentence or two. Roll Tag Team Division, because there's a lot going on there in that division. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins retained their championship over the Bar overall. Not sure why WWE will want the Bar to lose in that style. Just days before their main event showdown TLC. Rollins and Ambrose have run roughshod of the tag division these past few months. To the point it has become obsolete. And that's not me making that broken Mac reference. The Raw Tag Division has become obsolete.
Obsolete.
They have dominated their competition long before joining forces with Roman Reigns. And now it's hard to envision them losing a goal anytime soon.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great encounter when anytime you see the Bar versus Seth and Dean. But I'm not sure if I would have had this match right before their TLC game.
This might have been this probably was the best match of the week.
Yes.
On either Raw or SmackDown, I'd say but still.
But still, yeah. If you wouldn't still have it, you could have just had an interference runner.
Yeah.
I don't know. In that case, I don't know why they had Angle before and said both matches are banned, because in the main event, they don't follow that rule, and it seems like nothing actually happened from it. So
everybody that's in the main event on Sunday was part of that. Miz was the only one that didn't interfere. He was a commentary. Everybody else that's in the match.
But technically, if you're barred from ringside, should you be on commentary?
No, but commentary's not ringside on Raw.
Fair point. Yeah.
The Bar lost probably their final opportunity to capture the World Tag Team Championship.
Yes.
This past Sunday, but they are in a must-win scenario too. TLC. The odds are stacked against the Shield, and it's the only opportunity for both Sheamus and Cesaro to outshine their rivals and get the distinction to win the main event. Ever since they lost the tag titles, some side of the Bar have been adrift and constantly losing to the champs. Haven't held them all. If they lose this Sunday, what is honestly left for the Bar to do as a tag team?
Not much, to be honest. I could see a split up between them coming really soon.
Yeah. And then for the rest of the division, for Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, their still one of their roles has been horrendous. They lost a meaningless 6-man tag team match, which hurt their overall standing in the tag division. and are tinkering towards being pretenders at this point.
Yes.
The team at the start of this team at the start of your captured the World Tag Team Championship, and now have been reduced to jobbers for absolutely no reason at all. The Tag Division overall is straight garbage at this point, and the booking of a team like this is exactly why.
Yeah, I agree. The club has had horrendous booking. And I use their exact words because I really can't come up with any more adjective on how bad their booking is. It just seems like they'll keep on using them, but literally they're just bodies.
Yeah.
Like, they're things you throw up at in a tag match to have a tag match.
Mm-hmm. Now on to the SmackDown Live Tag Team Division, where it seemed like almost every team was on the show. So,
Yes.
Actually, all the Tag Team Division, I
It's
don't.
the Hype Bros, I think.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, their story's been building for a few weeks, and
Yeah.
it was their turn to take off. Actually, there was 3 storylines going here that were all advanced through backstage segments. None of the tag team matches actually took place
Yeah.
on the show, on the arena part of the show this week. There was a tag team match on the show, but it has to do with the tag division.
Yeah.
The Usos trying to get on Shelton Benjamin will definitely be intriguing. But it is going to be a step below in terms of mic work from the classic rivalry with the New Day last week. But I will admit, I did actually kind of laugh at Gable and Shelton's rap.
Yeah.
I did laugh at that because Gable always had
Give me a little chuckle.
Gable always had that dorkiness to him in NXT anyway.
Yeah.
So it worked.
That's why for the longest time, Jordan wouldn't team up with Gable.
Right,
Because
yes.
he was so dorky and
Yes.
he always had the talented Brady William Gable.
Right now, I thought Gable outside Shelton on the mic, but Shelton on the mic was never his strong suit anyway.
Yeah.
But Shelton makes up for that for what he does in the ring.
Especially that time he shouted, "Ain't no stopping me now."
Yeah. So, but I will say this though, in terms of mic work, especially with the way the Usos have been recently, Gable and Shelton do have to step up. Gable is going to mic, but have to step up more on the mic to distinguish themselves as a true rival for the Usos ring. They can't be labeled as American Alpha 2.0, where they are skilled in the ring but are bland outside of it. Actually, Gable showed more personality with Shelton than they allow him to show Jordan on the main roster, so that's a good sign. The reigning tag champs, Usos on their hands full to try and make the feud interesting on the mic. I think the matches are going to be excellent, though. And the classic they had a few months back with New Day. I'm a little worried about the promos, but the matches should probably be of the same quality, I feel.
Yeah, I agree with that. Matches will be fantastic. Shelton's crazy athletic.
Yeah.
So is Gable.
Yeah.
And the Usos are just on an absolute tear.
Yeah, I don't even agree with what I said, because I do feel like the Usos might be able to carry this feud on the mic, because their mic work, ever since they turned heel last September, has been on fire.
It's not paranoia. It's the Usos.
Yeah, I still stand by they being the stars of the Brains.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Them for SmackDown and AJ on SmackDown, because now I can't really push for AJ on Raw.
No.
Them and AJ on SmackDown, and I'll probably still say Braun for Raw.
He's sort of marked like Edge was or Taker was.
Right. With that being said, I was expecting AJ get moved to Raw.
Yeah.
And WrestleMania.
Yeah. It's sort of weird seeing them on Raw.
It'll be like
when they were drafted.
It'll be seen like
I think Edge was actually on Raw longer than he was on SmackDown.
He was. It'll be like seeing Ray when Ray went to Raw. It just sort of felt like a fit.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Undertaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, like AJ's becoming that, or is that? I don't want Raw. I'll probably say Braun. Well, he's been a star still. You know, he's kind of lost a little bit of that. But,
yeah.
But I will say this: I can still picture Braun on SmackDown.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ian Roman's been a star for Raw, but I could picture Roman on SmackDown too. There's no one on Raw that I would say, "Oh, that's Raw guy." I can see them being misplaced on the show. It's weird. Moving on to the tag division. The New Day might be on the title picture, but they could be facing Aiden English and Rusev in their future. All these stars require a backstage comedy skit about Aiden English singling and Rusev claiming his chain of Rusev Day. They'll need to create more of a backstory, of course, between the two teams to sustain a decent feud for the build-up to Survivor Series or whatever. But more comedy skits not going to be sufficient. One, a long-term rivalry between them. But as a little side thing for Survivor Series for both teams is definitely not. It's not definitely not a bad combo. I feel like they put together.
Yeah. That's just gonna be entertaining to see the backstage promos, and just how they're gonna interact. Aiden English is entertaining, especially since his split with Simon Gotch and that whole deal. Rusev is just freaking lovable.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not love Rusev?
Once I get to the mid-card division, I'm more on Rusev, like the way he should be used instead of the way he is being used. But even the way he isn't being used to his full potential, I can't help but still smile at what he is on the screen.
Yes.
And also,
he just brightens your day.
Yeah. And also the SmackDown Live Tag Division.
That's why I argue Rusev's the catch.
Not Lana. I'm not quite sure where Breezango and the Ascension are headed with these fast-travel segments. I think the Ascension might be turning to a babyface team though, with these large size segments. It seems like Breezango might be on collision course with Rowan and Harper, based on the 2B clue, which their thing was weird as hell this week. Their vignette.
Yeah.
But I liked it.
I did too.
For them, I'm expecting them to come in with this gimmick return on Halloween. I'm just expecting. Because Halloween's on Tuesday this year. That's what I'm expecting them. Based on a 2B clue that the Ascension spoke of, if that's the case, it'll be interesting to see this path towards the introduction of the Monsters back in SmackDown Live will have laughter or horror to be able to take their debut or return.
I still think it'd be a weird way to debut a team like the Bludgeon Brothers,
I do agree
the
with
former Wyatt family. I think it's just a weird way of introducing them back into the SmackDown.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I'm also not going to complain about 3 tag team feuds on the show.
Yeah, sure.
At least there is a tag division.
Yeah.
And there's no sort of the hype ropes I wasn't focused on.
I guess I should see it before it actually.
Yeah.
See it before I actually comment on it.
Yeah, I have felt it's going to be over the top either way. It's either going to be over the top comedy or over the top horror.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting no middle ground here, so I'm going to prepare myself. But the matches should be pretty good. I'm thinking between Breezango and Harper and Rowan.
Oh, yeah.
So, 3 tag team feuds I can live with on one show. And if you're wondering this week, with the SmackDown's tag division is way better than Raw's. I think that's the same.
Yes.
Well, it's funny though, last year, SmackDown's tag division was like the problem because SmackDown's tag division was really focused on them. But, the Raw mid-card division, / main event division, for me, Citizen and Miz has been included to Raw's House main event angle year. This is their House main event angle year, I'll give it that. I could never call one guy who single-handedly keep Angle at this time for the second week as the reigning Intercontinental Champion. There is also no point where WWE have Miz stuck in the mid-card division, though. With him leading a colossal team of monsters behind him, it will be stupid for WWE to have that race with TLC concludes. The Miz's main event talent right now, even with their Intercontinental Championship around his shoulders. If he wins in the TLC main event, everyone will know that the Miz will be one of the top cornerstones on the Raw board.
Give that man the Universal title, and good things will happen.
Kane made a surprise return to main event Raw, helping out Braun Strowman win his steel cage match against Roman Reigns. It was crazy to see Kane's been missing for closing year to return like down Raw. He was on SmackDown Live. And he has like a new pop beat.
I know, actually, I like it. And maybe it doesn't fit Kane, but I actually like it. So
with him being started in the main event TLC by joining Miz's team, it's hard to envision the Shield win this match at all. Like on paper, because Miz just has all these monsters backing it up. But do you really make the Shield lose their first match back as a trio? But do you really risk 5 guys too at the same time?
I see this as a way of bringing in Kane really quickly, giving opponents a Strowman eventually. Because I'm going to guess Kane's going to get the pinfall. Because I don't see...
It's a smart move.
Yeah. Miz can definitely be main event really soon.
Yeah.
Strowman, who is main event.
Cesaro and Sheamus can eventually get back.
Yeah. So I think the wisest move is what they used to do in the Attitude Era all the time. Have Kane take the pin.
Kane's not going to be damaged anymore. He's already a Hall of Famer. He's already a first ballot Hall of Famer, so yeah.
He's not going to lose any notoriety. He's still the big red machine. People still like seeing him.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a surprise, and I was smiling about it.
Yeah.
So I'm still happy to see Kane.
The question is, will Kane stick around the TLC? I guess he could stay and try his extract exact revenge on Roman, I guess,
Yeah.
for retiring his brother on taking WrestleMania. And for the rest of the mid card, there was one. Jason Jordan, Apollo Crews, and Titus O'Neil got a huge win in their 6-man tag team match over Elias, Carl Anderson, and Luke Gallows. For both Jordan and Apollo, they've been stuck in mid card purgatory since the business has been starting in the main match scene.
Yes.
Same goals to be set for the director, Elias. All three guys should be claimed away for an opportunity to capture the Intercontinental Championship, probably, after TLC concludes this Sunday, I guess. Because they're the only three left, besides Mac, who's doing nothing. They're literally the next story, and they're like low down the card.
My thing would be putting that on against Miz for the Intercontinental title. Taking the belt off of Miz, getting him in the main event seat somehow.
Yeah.
And then having that, because right now he's your best option.
Definitely.
Although, funny enough, I think Matt was always best when he was always chasing the belt.
Yeah.
But still, I think right now he's your best option.
Unless you move Finn there.
Yeah.
Then come on next, we'll talk about the SmackDown mid-card and SmackDown mid-card and the two main messages.
Yep.
Bye.
See you then. Rest it,